Hey guys, welcome back to Screen Time. The cases that are featured on the show My 600 Pound Life are quite painful to watch as the patients go about back and forth in their recoveries with very low stakes of succeeding. The patients suffer from multiple complications during the course of the show, which are sometimes too shocking to watch. While taking care of an obese body is extremely difficult on its own, the treatment process is, however, even more daunting, hence things can go horribly wrong sometimes. Here are top 5 moments on My 600 Pound Life that went horribly wrong. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Also, if you're a fan of the show, then do give this video a like. Let's begin. Number 1. Painfully stuck. The very tragic life of a terribly obese woman named Kirsten was filled with complications. Kirsten lived in her own house along with her son until one day her weight loss issues went too extreme. She eventually moved into her mother's house with her son, where she could be taken care of. But unfortunately, as days passed, her weight gain became completely out of control, and even her mother was unable to help her. She could not take showers, and she was completely unable to move from one place to another. Finally, Kirsten and her mother decided to visit the only expert, Dr. Now. The show featured a very painful scene where Kirsten was struggling to get into the car and literally got stuck. Though her mother helped her walk backwards into the car and get inside it, unfortunately it all turned out to be of no use as Kirsten's legs were blocking the door from closing. Both women endeavored to close the car's door, but Kirsten got stuck and eventually broke down in tears.
Okay. Do you need it back further?
Just shut the door!
Okay.
Number 2. Wrongfully demotivated. It is truly saddening whenever someone's discouraging comments keep you from achieving your goals. But it would be even more disheartening if the people you lean on for support turn their back against you. Jaylyn's weight kept growing more and more when her husband kept discouraging her from losing weight. Even when Jaylyn appeared on My 600 Pound Life, her husband just could not accept the idea of her changed body. According to Jaylyn, her husband always preferred larger women. So when Jaylyn succeeded in losing an impressive amount of weight, her husband was beyond unhappy with the transformation, and the two ended up in divorce.
Bigger women, so it's a little upsetting to lose.
Number 3. Slipping in food. This first one is about a woman who was dangerously addicted to unhealthy foods. Weighing in around 600 pounds, this woman already was in too much danger. She was unable to walk and could not go anywhere unless there was a motor machine there to help her travel. The woman was so persistent on her eating habits that she could not resist eating a tremendous amount of food. Even though Dr. Now had told her to maintain a very strict diet, but sadly she would always give in to her hunger every time. In fact, this woman went as far as slipping food in behind the doctor's back. Even before she decided to appear on the show, the morbidly obese woman would often go out of her apartment on her own and buy a very dangerous amount of unhealthy food. Along with her increasing weight came many other complications. Unfortunately for her, the uncontrollable urges always took over.
It's large fries and a large Dr. Pepper.
Number 4. Tragic loss. A woman named Chotika suffered from a very tragic case of obesity, which made her whole life full of regrets and sorrows. Chotika's whole family suffered from obesity just like herself, and due to its prevalence in her family, things were a little too difficult for her. Chotika's only motivation was her family, And realizing that her weight could get in the way of her survival, her misery grew even stronger. Just when Chatika was starting to succeed, her mother perished due to obesity. The saddest part is that she was unable to go to her own mother's funeral as she was unable to travel. Unfortunately, Chatika had to experience her mother's funeral on a video call.
Able to stand in the shower, it does not accommodate me, so I do what they call a bed.
Number 5. Could have made it. 30-year-old Holly could have succeeded in her weight loss journey if only she hadn't given up after such an impressive achievement. Holly struggled throughout her life and even suffered from a messy marriage. Though Holly had gained the courage to leave her marriage and get stomach surgery, she even lost 300 pounds. But all her efforts went to vain when she eventually gave up and gained a heavy 200 pounds. She ended up pouring water all over her work.
Willing to do this and show me you're ready to work hard, even for the short term.
My 600-pound life has been running for years, and as each season passes, more and more painful stories of obese patients are uncovered. The show surely depicts the idea of strength and motivation. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late. Give it a thumbs up, people. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye. Bye.